What's cracking, Crusaders of Crypt Nation? It is Today in Crypto, August 8th, I believe. No, August 7th?
Yes.
August 7th, episode 13. How we doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm personally feeling quite all right.
Quite all right.
We
Illustrious Bryce. Quite all right.
We recorded some great episodes this week, and now we got some awesome news stories today.
Finally.
Yeah, yesterday was kind of a dud.
Terrible.
But today, let's start us off. So we have Celsius reintroducing its ICO token to the U.S. Mm-hmm. So there's some big implications for regulations here. What else do we have? We have the Bitcoin Vault proposal. We have a negligence suit against Coinbase that just got pushed through the court system here in America. Yeah. We have a new tax bill that is being proposed by a Republican congressman from North Carolina on cryptocurrency taxes. And then we have, finally, Kik coming back and firing out against the SEC.
Yeah, so Celsius, let's start with that.
So Celsius is this really cool platform that allows you to loan your crypto and also take loans out against your crypto. So they've already given out over $2 billion in loans. They have over $300 million under asset management.
Whoa.
They've got 40,000 active wallets. It's kind of the real deal, right? But the Celsius token recently, I think a month and a half ago, was they said that they're not going to allow any U.S. investors to touch it or to interact with it, and there was kind of some murky waters there. But they just announced today that they're going to reopen that can of worms to Americans. So apparently they got some new guidance from the SEC, and this all seems like a big boon, a positive boon to the industry.
Yeah, and well needed too, because ICOs were blocking Americans left and right, and we're all like, I thought this was supposed to be the land of the free. And people
land of the free my ass
in Uganda are more free than I am right now. This is crazy, but
we're under financial imprisonment here.
Yeah, so hopefully this is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for U.S. investors here. With Celsius leading the way. Speaking of light at the end of the tunnel, for security reasons, Bitcoin is proposing a new feature.
Not Bitcoin, a Bitcoin core developer.
Yes, a Bitcoin core developer is proposing a feature to actual Bitcoin, though. Potentially one of the biggest changes ever into Bitcoin's code, which would allow you to not just have a Bitcoin wallet, but a Bitcoin vault.
Aha, so let's define the difference between a wallet and this new vault.
Yeah, so the vault is a time-locked wallet where any outgoing spent transactions would not confirm for a certain amount of time, and you would actually have a chance as the wallet owner to go back and reverse that transaction with a specific vault. So if I don't want to have any of my Bitcoin spent for the next 10 years, I can put some kind of limiter on there. So if someone hacks my wallet private key and tries to clean it out, that transaction won't confirm and I have a chance to actually get my money back if this takes place before the 10-year mark.
Wow. So there's a new way to lock down your offline storage. And I think it's going to be really cool because it'll help exchanges go from cold storage to vault cold storage, and it'll help. The idea here is to help mitigate hackers.
Yeah, so we'll see if this change gets accepted and what the final version looks like. It's very, very difficult to get any kind of consensus on a Bitcoin core change.
Yep.
So we'll see, but very interesting idea.
It'll probably be, if it is introduced, a year down the line. Earliest, I would think.
Least. It's not even programmed yet, so it's only a proposal at this point.
But it should be interesting. Keep an eye on it. We have Coinbase that just the judge came out and said they have to go face a negligence lawsuit. So they were accused of some insider trading when the Bitcoin Cash fork happened. Right before they listed it, I think it was December 19th, was when the price of Bitcoin Cash fucking skyrocketed. And everybody's like, what's going on? And then on the 20th, Coinbase announced that they were about to list Bitcoin Cash on the 20th as well. It traded for 3 minutes, then they had to halt it, and it was a big nightmare. Then there was some accusations of just gross negligence. And so they are going to have to fight this lawsuit, and we're going to keep an eye on how all this unfolds to see if and how it might affect you and I.
Yeah, so they already had an investigation into this, and they were found innocent of any wrongdoing. However, this is a loss being brought about by, I think, a specific investor.
Right. Yeah.
So they've already been cleared of any criminal wrongdoing, but now this investor is very upset at his Bitcoin Cash losses.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of taking his loss like a man, he's going to be a little bitch and go to the courts. And that's what you get for investing in Bitcoin hard forks in the first place.
Yeah.
Stay away from them. They're scams.
Yeah. I don't mess around with Bitcoin Cash. But in other news, we have a congressman from North Carolina who's introducing or proposing a new tax bill for cryptocurrency transactions.
That sounds terrible, but
no, it's a good one. It's actually a good one because it basically means that the 1031 like kind property exchange code would apply to Bitcoin and crypto transactions. So basically what that says is like if I trade a house for a house, there's no capital gains taxes that are there. So if I trade a Litecoin for a Bitcoin, there shouldn't be, a taxation there. It's good for the space because right now people need to track and do record keeping of every single little capital gain here and there and here and there, and it just is the biggest nightmare in the world. So this would be good. So we'll see how that unfolds. But finally, we have Kik, who's in this lawsuit with the SEC. And Ted Livingston, I love this quote, if we could pull it up. Yeah, he says, Ted Livingston is the CEO of Kik, and he says, what really surprised us is the lengths that the SEC went to twist the facts. They cut quotes, and they took them out of context, and that's something we didn't expect from the SEC. So what's going on here?
So Kik is a chat app that had an ICO, and the way they structure their tokenomics is absolutely ridiculous, which is why the SEC started looking into them in the first place. I think they have a total supply of like 100 billion or higher, like something retarded like that. And there's really, it's a utility token though. It's for in-app purchases and it's designed to work on their network. But the SEC is really trying to make an example of them so more people don't go this route and take advantage of new retail investors that have no idea if anything's good or bad, but they just use Kik and want to support it.
Yeah, I think kind of what the SEC was a little pissed about is that, Kik wasn't making any money. They were kind of in the hole, and they decided to let's pivot to crypto, and they financed their business. They financed their dying business essentially with a $100 million token sale to the public, and then the token subsequently has very, very, very little utility, very little value, drops, 99% in value from the time that it was launched. So, we'll kind of see. That's today in crypto. It's August 7th, episode 13. And we'll see you tomorrow.